Since he was a toddler, Adam's been impossible to manage. Like constantly kicking at you and spitting at you and not listening to you. We hoped that eventually he would grow out of this stage. Or at the very least, we could figure out how to manage the explosions. We ended up just giving him what he wanted most of the time. As he got older, his behavior got even worse. Bullying and hurting his sisters, not following any rules or taking responsibility, stealing, swearing, manipulating, threatening. He gets so frustrated. He just doesn't have patience when things don't go the way he wants or when he can't do what he's trying to do. He seems to go into crisis mode every time he is given any sort of consequence or told to do something he doesn't want to do. Even if it's something as simple as taking a shower, he will fight to the death. He has a really short fuse and can lash out, screaming like crazy. Sometimes I look at him and think, who just took over your body? He's incapable of controlling his temper, and I'm really worried that it could get him into real trouble one day. How will he ever get a job? How will he ever live on his own? How will he have a relationship? What is going to happen to him? I was so frustrated. At the end of 10th grade, we took Adam to a social worker who diagnosed him with oppositional defiant disorder. The social worker recommended weekly therapy. He was so pissed off when I told him he had to go to a therapist. How is it any of your business what's in my head? Why can't you just leave me alone? But counseling has done wonders for him. For the first appointment, the therapist met with us together. I brought along a book and pen to take notes when we talked to her so I'd remember what we talked about. I'd written down some questions I wanted to remember to ask too. It started with a long discussion about the challenges that brought us to her office. The therapist has also been teaching us about how to cope with some of the behaviors. This has helped me find ways to try to help Adam. One thing that's really helped our family is learning to be clear with our expectations for responsible behavior. Me and my ex-wife need to be on the same page here. Rewarding good behavior with privileges, like giving him a little money to go to the movies with his friends, helps a lot. But so does being consistent with not rewarding inappropriate behaviors. We want him to learn from his mistakes. I've also learned other skills around problem solving and communication, which have actually helped me with our other children as well. There's less conflict and more peace in our home. Adam still has lots of ups and downs, don't get me wrong, but he is about to graduate from high school, just barely, and he's planning to look for a job and get a car. He's on the right track.